Randy's Random Rants.
So as I'm looking, my tail just kind of like turns to the side. So after that, my female intuition, my motherly intuition, that's when it started to really kick in. I just needed more proof. Then eventually, Markel and I broke up for good. At this point, my son is with his dad and then would come to me, but it's not with both of us together. And it's just when he started to experience more symptoms of being sexually abused. He would have nightmares, crying in his sleep with his hands in his pants. I would try to give him a bath time, and wash his private, and he would say, "No, Dad." And, he came home trying to kiss me in the mouth, humping on me and everything. So at this point, I told Markel, "You're not seeing my son until I figure out what's going on." We haven't seen Markel since June.
She said her son pointed at...
sitting down, and my son was standing next to his father. I didn't want to cause an issue, so I let my son stand next to his father, and my son just randomly put his pants down. He just put his pants down. So I called CPS, and they're just now investigating. 4 months later. Apparently, Markel thinks that I'm making this up because he broke my phone, or that my son is doing all of these things because he tried to potty train him. It doesn't make any sense to me. He knows I would not make anything up like this. That's so not me. I know my son, and I know that this is not normal behavior. This is not what he does. He's doing this because somebody's done it.
She said her son pointed at his dad's private part and said, "Baba."
I want my son's father to be a part of his life. That's what I want. I was already a single
I
mom.
hope not.
I don't want
That's
to be
crazy.
So I feel like this was my last resort, in order to get answers. So that's why I'm here. I know something is wrong with my son. If Markel did do these things, he needs to pay.
That's crazy.
If she think that I touched my 2-year-old son, or at the time he was 1, she's sick in the head. That's not me. Like, that's my son.
I hope so,
this
bro.
This is something that I've been with every day of my life. Like, me and my son, we do activities together. We do a lot of stuff together. And her for keeping him away from me for 4 months, that hurts me.
And from what I understand, the first year of his life, you were the primary caregiver to him?
Yes.
You were taking care of him?
I was taking care of him, changing diapers. I was there, bottles. Like, my son, I'm used to seeing him every day. Like, I take him out, I feed him.
And now I'm at the stage where my kids are both teenagers. But I get nostalgic, and I think are sentimental, and I think about when my kids were small, because those, I was a new father, and I think about all that time, and just so much fun you have when they're that small. And I got to be with my kids every day when they were small, and you're missing a huge chunk, even 4 months when you're thinking about
4 months is a lot of time. Like, at the time, he was saying, Dad, Dad, Dad. Now, he probably talking, doing all kinds.
When's the next time you hope you see your son?
I hope I see my son after this show.
Because you're here to take a lie detector.
I'm here to take the lie detector and get the truth out.
Did you ever touch your son inappropriately?
No, absolutely not. I would not even know. That's sick, though. Honestly, I don't even like this show, Steve. You're a good person.
No,
you know that. I don't even like this show. So for me to
Man, shut up.
What
Let the man talk.
For the simple fact that the things that people do on
right. But isn't it a good thing that we cover those
It makes
topics?
sense. I don't like watching this shit neither.
It's a good thing.
I'm watching it now. I don't like watching motherfucking perverts on stage and shit. Like, it makes sense. Everybody always want to be critical and shit. Like, the fuck up, bro.
I was never investigated. I ain't hear nothing from nobody.
Nobody came to talk to you.
Nobody came to talk to me. Police, nobody. Did she believe that while we was in a relationship? Why is you still having sex with me all that?
Me and you having sex don't have nothing to do with this right now.
One of the worst things.
Yes, it does. If you think a nigga's molesting your kid, why in the fuck are you fucking him?
Someone in a trusted position.
My sister smoked 8 seconds of her life.
Accused of abuse by their own family.
I'm not a child molester.
There you go. That's a real push. That's the first real push that I've seen on one of these fucking handyman sitcoms yet.
Could change everything.
This might be the worst piece of tape we've ever had on the show.
tomorrow.
Like, oh, we so robbed
Like
and
none
this
of
and
that.
that.
I
Like,
So
don't
my
care
question
none of
is,
what you say. I
if
just
he
want to see my
passes
son.
this lie detector test, will you allow him to see
yes,
his son?
I told him I just want answers.
Okay, then that's fair enough. I guess you took a lie detector test whether you're fabricating this story, right?
Yes.
I ain't even actually for her to get a light test. I believe she think I did it though. See?
Right. Okay. Janae, you came here and we asked you, are you fabricating the signs that Markel is molesting your son? You answered no, and you told the truth. And listen, you know, I think one of the worst things that happens to a child is being sexually abused, especially by someone in a trusted position, parent, family member, guardian, babysitter. You could just destroy a child's life. The fact that you were a victim yourself, I'm not saying you're oversensitive, but sure, you would see something that maybe somebody else wouldn't look at and say, hey, there's something wrong there. And there's nothing wrong with that because as responsible parents, we all want to protect our child. So, all right, Markel came here, took a lie detector test, and we asked him, did you ever have physical contact with your son's private area for your own sexual gratification or pleasure? You answered no. Have you ever engaged in any form of sexual activity with your son? You answered no. The results for your lie detector test, the results came back the same to each question, and it came back that Markel told the truth.
Good stuff. I'm happy for you, dude. If it really is true that you had to find out, then that's one thing. But if not, man, you don't do that shit to nobody, bringing them on national fucking television with that shit.
It's crazy, see.
That's humiliation.
That's all I gotta say. I just want to see my son.
That's fucked up. That's fucked up, bro. You don't do that to people, man.
We have not passed this lie detector test on the show before, but I don't know if a lot of them have shown the emotion that Markel is showing right now. Is there anything you want to say?
Sorry. I really am.
You should be.
Ask about
Towards each other.
the